And McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, and I'm joined by my favourite Scottish heavyweight, Nick Campbell. Nick, listen, we spoke a little bit off camera there before I pushed record, and what an opportunity you've got right now to face Jay McFarlane, two Scottish heavyweights fighting in Glasgow, 9,000 Scottish fans on Josh Taylor's undercard. The first time two Scottish heavyweights have fought for a title since 1951. Is there any more that you need to get excited for this fight?
No, listen, I've known about this for a wee while now, but I had to keep it under my hat until it got announced. So I've been buzzing ever since I found out it was happening, to be honest with you. People who know me, I know Jay's been talking up a wee bit for the past couple of weeks about what he wants to do and things like that, and he already knew it was happening. But you know, I like to just work away and go about my business and let my fighting do the talking on the night. So I'm absolutely buzzing. I don't know how else to describe it.
See, the thing is between you and Jay as well, you're polar opposites in terms of just life. Maybe you're quite quiet, but you're just a workhorse that wants to do this way. Jay's that outspoken, funny type, says outlandish things and says crazy stuff that he might regret later, but it's you know. And you're tall, he's short. Do you know what I mean? You're the polar opposite. So this is what they're making for, just not because of the history behind the Scottish heavyweight title, and it's not been fought for since 1951, but the fact that you two are polar opposites is intriguing as well.
Aye, definitely. Listen, Jay's a character, to say the least. And one thing I do know about him is he's tough. So he's coming to fight. He's not coming to, roll over. And he's a tough lad. And he was definitely a step up in opposition for anything I've faced in the pro ranks so far. I know he never had much of an amateur career, so I can only go off what he's done in the professional ranks. So, listen, it's a step up for me, and it's something I'm looking forward to. And like you said, 71 years, there's not been two Scottish heavyweights worth having a go for the Scottish title. So at the same time, there's been some Scottish heavyweights, but never two at the same time. So I'm blessed that I've got a dance partner to, sit and trade punches with me and let's see who can get the job done and take the belt home.
You mentioned that the history behind it. I mean, it might not be for people outside of Scotland, but for you though, winning that Scottish title in your home city, in front of your home fans, on the undisputed champion Josh Taylor, who's been carrying the flag, let's be honest, for a long time for Scottish boxing. But for you to go in there, face somebody like Jay in front of your home fans for that title, is it safe to say that it's your world title? Are you treating this like a world title?
Listen, I treat every fight like a world title. I prepare 365 days of the year. I don't switch off really in between fights. Obviously, enough I have a bit of downtime and this and that, but I'm always trying to keep myself in shape. And without a doubt, the opportunity itself, like you said, to fight in Josh's undercard. Josh is one of the best fighters on the planet, so it's an honour to even be involved in the same show. Everything that's surrounding it, what it is for the Scottish title, just all adds into the pot to make it a really amazing night. The fact that I'm a Glasgow boy, born and bred, my ring name is the Glasgow Warrior, and I'm proud to be from Glasgow and represent Glasgow and Scotland. So the chance to fight on his undercard in my hometown in front of my home fans is, I couldn't really ask for much more.
Like, what I will say about your name being the Glasgow Warrior, Jay, jokingly, I don't know, you can watch the interview back, he said that he's the real Glasgow Warrior. You're in Jersey right now, he says. You're from Jersey, he's the real Glasgow Warrior. What would you like to say?
Nothing. Prove it on the 26th then, if you're the real Glasgow Warrior. Tell you what, if he beats me on the 26th, he can call himself the Glasgow Warrior. That's up to him. I don't think he can. I don't think he's dedicated enough to the sport. I know that he'll be training hard now for the fight, that he's got a date, but what's he doing the other 365 days of the year? So, that is what it is. He's a tough lad. He'll come in there and he'll give a great account of himself. I don't expect it to be an easy fight, but I take this seriously. I'm not part-time.
He said, Jay, that he feels that his experience in the pro ranks, even though he may be only 23 years old, but he said that his experience in the pro ranks will stand him in good stead in this fight. You've not done the 10 rounds before. You've not fought somebody of his sort of like caliber in the sense that he's going to come with punches. He's going to swing and try and take your head off. So he says that that's going to be a factor in this fight. Do you think it'll be a factor? The fact that you still fresh behind the ears, still wet behind the ears in terms of the pro game?
No, it's quite funny actually. Phil Williams was obviously my last opponent. He's fought Jay as well. He took Jay the distance. I stopped Phil in 3 rounds. And he actually commented in Boxer's post saying that having fought both lads, I think Nick's too big, too awkward, and he'll just keep coming forward. And I think it'll be a hard night for Jay. Phil's fought everybody. So it's one opinion. It's a guy who's fought us both. It's probably an opinion to take. Who knows? Maybe Jay's got some ace up his sleeve we've not seen. But, you know, I've fought the same kind of standard that Jay's fought in those 4 fights. So, you know, it's all mind games. It's all mind games. It's all trying to psych people out. It's all this, it's all that. I might be wet behind the ears in the boxing game, but I'm not wet behind the ears in life. So I just take it in my stride. And like I say, when you get in there on the 26th, it's just me and him that'll decide it. So all the rest can, you know, that's what it is.
You're 4-0, you've got a perfect record. 4-0, 4 knockouts. Can you stop Jay? Yeah,
I think so. I think, I mean, it's interesting looking at Jay's, you know, he obviously fought at cruiserweight at 200 pounds, then he went up to 275 pounds for his next fight after that. And he obviously went to 10 rounds at 200 pounds, but going 10 rounds at 23 stone or 22 stone or whatever it is a different ball game. So, it'd be interesting to see if he can go the 10 rounds. I hope he gets himself fit, and I hope he gets a bit of weight off himself so that he's able to do it. We can give everybody a great show. Like I said, he's a tough lad, so he might be hard to get out of there, but I believe that if I stick to my game plan and work on what I've been working on, then yeah, there's no reason why I can't stop you.
To be fair, Jay, I was trying to talk to him about, because I seen him in his Instagram story, he had a cigarette in his mouth and stuff like that, and I said to him, jokingly, I said, where's the cigarette? And he went, and he sort of switched his demeanour around and he said, I'm taking this serious. Do you think he's taking this serious now because it's testament to who he's fighting? He's fighting Nick Campbell, a fellow Scot, Scottish title at the Hydro in Glasgow, being that you are both 2 Glasgow boys as well, because there's bragging rights behind this. You know what I mean? It's not just that Scottish title, there's bragging rights behind this, believe it or not.
Definitely.
Sometimes definitely. The heavyweight champion's the baddest man on the planet. The Scottish heavyweight champion's the baddest man in Scotland. Let's look at it like that.
There's a lot of bad men in Glasgow, you know, Andy. No, listen, you know, it would be, like I said, it would be an honour to hold the Scottish title. Like, nobody's held it in 71 years, and like you say, the bragging rights that come with it as well. And I do think, yeah, listen, Jay will be preparing hard because he knows it's going to be a hard fight and he can say anything he wants. But I know deep down that Jay knows it's going to be a tough night. It's a tough night he's in for, whatever the outcome may be. So I know he's preparing hard. I really hope he is training hard. I'm training hard. I'm taking it seriously. I'm not taking Jay lightly. I don't think I can just walk in there and beat him. I know I've got to train hard for it. So, like I say, let's get the training done. Let's get in there and dust up, and I'll shake his hand after it. No hard feelings when I walk out with the belt.
Kind of like what he said as well, but he also said that you're a nice guy, and he kind of wishes that you'd call him a fat prick. Do you think you'll ever call him a fat prick in the build-up to this fight?
Nah, listen, I have respect for anybody that gets through the ropes, and it's not my style.
Yeah, I know. I know your style.
It's not my style. It's not my style. And at the end of the day as well, a lot of people, you know what it's like. You hear, oh, Jay's this, Jay's that. And I go, you know what? If he steps through the ropes, he's got my respect. And like I said, he's a tough bloke. He's coming there to fight. So I can only give him respect. And by giving him respect, then I can only train at 100% every training session to make sure I go in there and give everybody a good fight.
Mm-hmm. It's only the Scottish title, but we spoke about the bragging rights, the history behind it and stuff like that. But what does this do for you? What does winning on the 26th do for your career? What does winning the Scottish title do for your career?
I think it makes people take me a bit more seriously. I think a lot of people still don't. a lot of people still don't give me any respect. So it's up to me to go out on the 26th and gain that respect and earn it. I'm working hard in the gym. I know what I'm capable of. I've got a great team around about me. You know, I wouldn't be taking this fight if I didn't think I could go in there and win it. My manager, Mark, wouldn't. My trainer, Dan, wouldn't. So, aye, it's about going out there and showcasing what I can do. Last time out against Phil Williams, he's an awkward, he's a hard opponent to look good against. The only thing I could take from it was that I stopped him. It's something a lot of people don't do. He normally goes the distance over 4 rounds. So there's definitely things we wanted to work on from that fight. But I was pleased with how I done. I was pleased with how I showcased myself. And this is, again, another step up and another chance to show what I can do.
How far can you go, Nick? I mean, when you look at the heavyweight scene right now and domestically with Dubois and Adelaide and these guys that are on the fringe, you've got Joe Joyce, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Dylan White, Johnny Fisher. I mean, there's some great young heavyweights coming up, and that's just in the UK. Do you know what I mean? That's just in the UK. I'm not talking about America. When you've got Jared Anderson out there in America doing his thing. Do you know what I mean? You've got Hergovich, you've got Yoka, you've got Martin Bakole. Come the end of 2022, where do you see your name in amongst all them names?
Who knows? You know, I try not to think too far ahead, to be honest with you, Andy, because I've always thought that, planning too far ahead or looking too far ahead, you miss what's in front of you. And by no, Jay's a potential banana skin. He's experienced. He's had 19 fights, 12 wins, 5 losses. He's tough. If you don't take him seriously, he could go in there and you could get embarrassed in front of your home crowd. So there's no way I'm letting that happen. And I don't like to look too far ahead, but come the end of the year, I'm hoping to 8, 9, 10 and 0. And it's at that point you start looking at the domestic matchups and who's out there and what fights make sense. So by the end of 2022, then I'm hoping to be in and around the British domestic scene 100%.
Nick, I know you've played professional rugby and stuff like that in front of crowds, and you've boxed now 4 times in front of crowds, albeit they might not know who Nick Campbell is, they don't know who they're cheering for, but when 9,000 Scottish people and 9,000 jocks in that arena, then you've got, like football and rugby, if you have a bad game, you can almost hide behind the 14 other players, or in football, you can hide behind the 10 other players. In boxing, you can't hide. There's you, Jay, 9,000 fans screaming. What pressure do you feel, if any?
Perform. Use the pressure to perform. That's what I've always done in all my sporting career. It's not pressure, it's just performance. That's all it is. You can look into it, you can go, 9,000 people, there's this guy there, that guy's there, who's watching on TV. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just me and him. And that's all it comes down to. And it's the work I'm doing now, putting in the gym, sparring, everything that's going into this fight, which is going to make me perform on the night. And at the end of the day, there is pressure, of course there is. I do feel pressure, but I use it to my advantage. And that's the only thing you can do.
Nick, like I said in that post, I know you had to keep your mouth shut, but believe it or not,
I know you probably knew, Andy.
I knew about I knew about the fight as well. So it was hard for me to keep my mouth shut because, believe it or not, I like the heavyweight scene right now. And as you know, I'm a proud Scotsman, and I'm probably arguably quite biased when it comes to my countrymen fighting. And you can probably see the way when Lee McGregor, Cash Farouk, and Josh Taylor, of course, when they fight, I do have that hint of bias, and it's hard for me to hide it. And I'm probably guilty, and I probably shouldn't do it in the profession I am.
You should do it. Why shouldn't you do it? Nobody else does it for us. We need somebody to do it.
I appreciate that, Matt. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate that, mate. I'll be the cheerleader. Don't worry, I'll cheerleader you all. But when I get to see 2 heavyweights going at it, 2 Scottish heavyweights going at it, man, I get a buzz. No, I mean, I've got a little buzz for the pair of you, and I hope you both perform and you put on a great show for the fans. And I'm no doubt you will, because there'll be people on Sky Sports watching, ESPN, and all that out in America. So there's that added pressure as well. That being said, I'm looking forward to the press conference. I'm looking forward to the weigh-in, obviously. I'm pretty sure Jay will have some madness up his sleeve. But have you got a message for Jay right now?
No doubt. Jay, I hope the training's going well. Hope you're training hard, mate. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the 26th for a dust-up.
There we go. That's perfect, man. I'm looking forward to it as well. Good luck to the pair of you. And like I said, I'm buzzing for this fight. And well done for both of you taking it. And listen, good luck to the pair of you. Nick, good luck, man. In your
Thank you, Andy. Thanks for having me. Thank you, man.
If I don't see my missus is due on fight week. She's due to give birth.
Oh, Jesus. Right. So, congratulations, mate.
Thanks, but if I see you, I see you. If I don't, good luck.
You too. You need more luck than me. Good luck.
Well, thanks very much. Keep training hard, man. I'll speak to you soon, brother.
Cheers, Andy. See you soon. Thank you.